Morning traders, welcome back. So it's the 13th of October today, Friday 13th. And we've had a nice bounce on the market overnight. So yesterday we created this rather large bear flag on a 1 hour before flushing down. And we came and tested previous week high and almost previous week open. And we washed out all these stops underneath here before grinding up. And we've now made a higher low. And we've had a break of structure on the 1 hour. But the strong high on the 1 hour would still be up here. So on a 1 hour we're still bearish until we take out this pivot. Could move to something a little bit smaller. Okay, so you can see this big wash, grind overnight, pull back down into a new demand area. Okay, and we made a higher low and we're starting to extend into yesterday's range. So I am interested potentially in a short here for a wash back down, because the higher time frame would still be bearish, and we're in that golden pocket again. Okay, of the new leg. Things I would need to be careful of. Let's mark out some demand structures. Okay, so clearly this held. We can do it up to this point here. And that's a pretty big range. So maybe I do 1, 2 previous week. So in a 5 minutes I might change this in a second to a 15 just to refine it. We had one there. And this was the old breakout point, so if we were going to look for a break and retest, it could just be in here. These areas I need to be careful of. Could also hold here. $84, that'd be okay. It's that old sort of consolidation zone, previous day close. Right, so that's what I'm looking at for now. We do have news at 10 o'clock. Market opens in about 3 minutes. So I would like to use this liquidity here for a roll down if it will allow it. Just gonna have to be patient. VIX is still pulling down at the moment. And Dixie sort of basing near the highs in a bit of an ABCD pattern for the last 20 hours or so. So range is tightening up. Nasdaq starting to pull. ES starting to push. Still basing on pre-market high there. Obviously got VWAP sat right underneath it on the ETFs and on the main ones, 85s. Okay, there's a fail of 400 psych level. Be careful here because we are at VWAP on the ETFs. So if they feel it's good value here, they're going to start stepping in. Just like that. And that's why you don't chase price lower. So you can see the flow zones are currently bullish on the 2 minute there. Holding up very nicely. Okay, so since that turn yesterday, early morning, we've really started grinding back up. So we might want to complete the cut. Might want to retest the lows. We're kind of in no man's land here. We are in a fib. We are in a imbalance which could be filled. But like I said, Friday, news on the way at 10. I'm not in a rush to take anything right now. Just let it start to create the range Let it tell me when it's ready to push or ready to roll over. There's the extension of that flag.
Sweep ES, sweep NQ, iceberg NQ sell, iceberg NQ sell, absorptions buyers NQ, stop ES buy, stop NQ buy, stop NQ buy.
Okay, so we're coming into an area of supply here, 10 to 17.
Sweep NQ, sweep
Big level because it's where we broke down from yesterday.
iceberg NQ sell.
Okay, so it's a bit of a mess at the moment. We pushed and starting to fail on NQ, starting to try and fail on ES.
NQ sell.
The Dixie's also trying to fail. And the VIX is also trying to fail. So we don't have much alignment.
NQ, absorptions,
Yeah, everything well out of alignment right now.
stop NQ buy.
Dixie really wants to break out here on a 15-minute.
Sweep NQ. Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ.
Okay,
Order canceled.
de-risking a little bit here.
Sweep NQ. Stop ES sell. Stop
It's holding
NQ
pre-market, de-risking more.
buyers NQ. Stop NQ sell. Sweep ES. Who hit the damn like button?
Just will not flush today. Dixie really wants to break out here. Holding VWAP, looking for that dig below. Okay, taking one more.
ES.
Okay, we're just going to hold runner now. This old level of demand here. Alright, going to close that out and look for a reload.
Order filled.
Apologies traders, I had to step out early today, so I only got to trade really the first 30 minutes or so. I'm actually looking after 2 dogs on top of my own dog for the weekend for some friends who have gone to Vegas. So just going to do a quick recap of what we had here. Anyone who's been watching these videos will know what I was looking for. So today we were looking, okay, for this golden zone retracement, which we got from the previous swing high to the previous low. We could have even done it if we wanted from this one. They were both valid into the golden zone. Okay, and we were looking to get short in here, and we were looking for confirmation. So once we had this breakdown here and we failed to take this high, once we had this breakdown in here, I started to look short, okay, and I actually covered a little bit early into these washes. Okay, I was into these washes underneath this pre-market high, and VWAP was hanging around here because we were doing a dance on Dixie and on the VIX, and unfortunately I had to step out after that and take the dogs out. But what we had after that is the breakout on Dixie, which I was looking for, and VIX. VIX is still going up. It's well over 19 now. So this morning we were at 17.50, and I said a break of 18 and this market will really struggle to move higher. And that's what we got. We got a new bear flag here, a retest of this pre-market high. So we broke down, we set the IB level. Okay, this is your IB low, 1030 print. We retested the pre-market high. We rejected it, we stayed in the channel, we created a bear flag, and we washed. Okay, on top of that, if you look here, we have this bear flag. Notice how the flow zones curl. They turn over, they're telling you we want to ride this down. The momentum has definitely shifted. Dip buyers become pop sellers, and we wash hard. Straight through pre-market low, straight through this previous demand zone. We retest this old level of demand down here. And then we start attacking key levels. What are the key levels? Previous week high, previous day low, previous week open. Okay, then we then give a pullback leg on a higher time frame. So like on an hourly, this is your pullback leg. Okay, it's pulling back into Where? Into, yeah, that's right, that's why it's so key, into pre-market low. We pull back into pre-market low and we fail. Flow zones are still telling you bearish trend. We are comfortably under VWAP. Okay, so anyone who took this thinking market structure shift, lower time frame, is failing to understand the higher time frame. It wants to move down. The weekly model wants to move back inside of range. Okay, all you have to do is follow the momentum. Okay, anyone who's getting long in here, quite frankly, is not looking at higher time frames. Okay, so we come up, we stuff, we fail, then what we're going to do? Every dip buyer that existed in these levels is going to get taken out. Flush down, they try to dip buy up again, we flush this old demand level, which has now become supply. Okay, this was the old demand level, which we flushed under, supply, supply, broke above, broke under, supply, fail. Now where are we? Previous week open. Okay, I have a key level marked out here. Probably have to go back quite far, especially on this kind of chart. So this is an old breakout. Let's go for an H4. Here it's a flow zone on an H4. Aha, it's the gap. Okay, it's this gap that we created, so it's the top of that gap. So we're heavy and we're starting to sell more. Okay, we're starting to sell more. Even now, we're going to flush everyone out this market because momentum, okay, is telling us to play to the downside. Okay, I'm not going to join this trend now. The reason I'm not going to join the trend now, we are very far away from the IB low. We're very far away from my ideal areas of supply. So this would have been a nice trend join. So if you missed this morning, which was an aggressive entry, it is a reversal entry. These are harder entries to take. The safe entry in here, okay, would have been this. Beautiful. Zoom in so we can see this. And just pull this volume down. Okay, this was your trigger short. Okay, fail, first bounce, into pre-market high, off IB low, into VWAP, bear flag, fail, trend momentum down. We then get the fail underneath. So this is your fail and retest of the IB. Remember the IB is the low print here. Okay, lowest print from 9:30 to 10:30. We fail under that, and then we have our trend. Okay, trending down. You could have taken this if you really wanted. Fail of supply gives you another add fail of supply. Okay, then we make our first higher low. This is your higher low, which is confirmed by the breakout. Where does it go? Straight back into our key level. Okay, flow zone is still telling you lower. This would have been your second really good entry. Here, wait for it to curl and roll over. Beautiful. Where would you go then? Your PT1 should be low of day. Okay, you should have been attacking low of day and then looking for a wash, which we're now getting. So unfortunately I missed all of this. I was gone by about here really. 10:09, 10:10. Not a bad day, small day. Another 1,000 in this account. Okay, so we're over 20% of the way there for Topstep. And that's it. I'll give you a weekly outlook video into next week for my weekly plays. But as you can see, everything we talked about on Saturday has played out. We pushed up at the opening Monday and Tuesday of the week into this supply block here. Okay, if we can just review this very quickly, I'll go over it more in the weekly outlook. If we think about weekly structure, here's our high, lower low, lower high, lower low. What was likely at this point? A back test of the break of structure level. Okay, so this was your confirmation when we broke this that we were moving lower. This is your back test. So what am I expecting now? Continuation of trend. Trend tells me it wants to continue until we take out these pivots. Okay, so it is possible it comes up here, but I'm going to follow momentum. I'll go over that more over the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, so look out for that video. Thanks for watching. If this video or any of the videos has been helpful to you, please like and subscribe to the channel. Tag a friend, tag a trader, tag a future trader. Until then, I'll speak to you over the weekend. Trade safe.